So, the time has finally come to invade the kingdom. Vargas is a region with a strong tradition of knighthood. I expect a fearsome opposition.
What? Are you scared, Lawrence?
Do not be ridiculous. Of course I am not frightened. Why must you insist on teasing me like this?
Keep a careful eye on your surroundings as we approach the border. You never know where the enemy's scouts could be hiding.
We're still a ways off from the border. I think we can afford to relax for the moment.
Enemy attack!
What? Did the kingdom get the jump on us?
No, Your Majesty. That flag the enemy's flying, it's General Randolph's.
Randolph? That boy must hate you so much he came back from beyond the grave to haunt you.
You mean as a ghost? Oh, this can't be happening! Lysithea, please, calm down.
Maybe Randolph's family figured out what happened and are out for revenge.
Well, if that's the case, I doubt they'd be interested in hearing my excuses. We can't afford to exhaust ourselves here. Steady on, everyone. Prepare for battle.
Come on, Arval, seriously? You can't drag me off to sleep like this when the battle's about to start.
Sorry, but we need to talk. Do you remember the warning I once gave you? Well, I've been struck by a similar premonition now. Something feels wrong. Very wrong.
Last time this happened, the Ashen Demon showed up and nearly sent me to an early grave. Are you telling me that's who we're facing here?
Hard to say for sure. But the feeling's worse this time around. Stronger. If the Ashen Demon does appear on the battlefield today, I fear we will witness something terrible, an act far more dangerous than we previously imagined.
Well, whatever's happening, I'm just gonna have to stop it.
So long as you don't put yourself in any unnecessary danger, yes. Remember, your death would cut both of our destinies far too short.
They're attacking from the caves and the mountains. Defeat the closest enemies first to secure the area.
The enemy forces are nothing to sneeze at. Is this really just Randolph's family?
Whoever they are, they're most likely after you. Everyone, do not allow His Majesty to fall.
Some of these soldiers don't seem like they're with the Imperial Army. Maybe they're mercenaries?
So, they've got some mercenaries on their side, eh? I've got a sneaking suspicion I know who they hired.
At least we should be able to drive them back quickly enough. But you attract more trouble than honey does flies, Your Majesty.
Sorry, Judith. I promise I'll pay you back in full someday.
We have managed to secure the area.
It doesn't look like they're going to lay down their arms. What would you have us do, Your Majesty? Launch a counteroffensive?
Not when we don't know the full extent of their forces. Could you all search the area and see what info you can dig up?
Here I go.
I don't think there's any information about the enemy forces around here.
Those are the scouts we dispatched earlier. They might have some relevant information.
These folks are all just Imperial soldiers. I don't see anyone suspicious.
They may have troops waiting to ambush us. Try to gain control of the area as you search.
They've spotted me. Now I've no choice but to engage them.
Alois, does that mean Gerald's mercenaries are among our enemies?
You did well to survive that. Please, share any information you have on the enemy.
The enemy general's name is Fleisch, and they have Gerald's mercenaries on their side.
Wait, does that mean the Blade Breaker and Ashen Demon are here?
Well, this went downhill fast. We need to find out where they are.
We're facing the captain's mercenaries again? No, this is no time to hesitate. I'll fight them.
I bear you no ill will, but it was your choice to come within striking distance. I couldn't even buy us any time. How am I supposed to face Fleisch and the captain now?
If we assume Alois fled in the direction of the mercenaries, then the forest may be the best place to search.
Now we know who we're up against and where they are. That gives us the initiative. Gerald's mercenaries are a formidable force. We need to find a way to split them off from the Imperial Army. I'll act as a decoy to lure out the Ashen Demon. I'm counting on you all. Don't let me die.
You are the king of the Federation, and you want to act as a decoy? Does sovereignty have no meaning to you?
I'll make the perfect decoy precisely because I am king. If you're so worried, then you'll just have to protect me.
They told me my mission was to exact revenge. I suppose I'll have to earn that advance they paid me.
That's Yuri! Hold on! Let me try and talk some sense into him.
We can't go any farther. We need to defeat the enemy and secure a path forward.
Would you stop being so pathetic?
I know you don't really want to die here.
Well, when you put it that way, I guess I would prefer not to get butchered.
There's the Ashen Demon. Let's hope they take the bait. Oh no, I charged too far ahead. This is so dangerous. I need to fall back.
That's the King of Leicester! Do not let him escape!
Even if this works, I don't want to engage yet. Can you all cover me on my way back?
He purposely charges ahead, only to immediately retreat. He must be plotting something.
You must kill him, please! I don't care about anything else as long as he's dead!
It worked. But there's no need to try and defeat the Ashen Demon. That's like asking to get killed.
This is our chance to slay the Ashen Demon. We can fight without anyone getting in our way.
I lost sight of him. Where'd he go?
Looks like you're trying to get in our way. Well, I'm not gonna let you.
I've never faced a challenge like this.
This may be my best chance to eliminate him. I'll just give that girl a little assistance.
What? An ambush? The way out is in sight! We must defeat them and break through!
You beasts! I suppose we cannot make any more gains here. No sense in sticking around. Unless...
What a creep! Who was that?
Phew. I was worried I was going to get a sword in my back. Hey, Judith, is everything ready?
It's been ready. Now, block the entrances to the caves.
That's what they were up to?
Why haven't I heard anything from the mercenaries? I'll just have to do it myself then.
Fleisch has finally shown her face. Take her out while the Ashen Demon's gone.
I'll stay in the stronghold and defend His Majesty. Everyone else, go after Fleisch.
The Ashen Demon broke through and is trying to get to Fleisch. We can't let that happen.
Randolph, you were always there for me.
I wasn't fast enough.
We were too late. Not much we can do now. Your employer is dead and we have you surrounded. I think it would be wise to lay down your arms, don't you?
Looks like we have no choice.
Geralt's mercenaries have surrendered. That wraps up this battle.
What can I say? You got us. You rolled right over us and took out our employer. I know when it's time to raise the white flag.
Wait, that's it? You're giving up?
We've faced you in battle many times, only to be bested at every turn.
Yeah, you've pretty much run us out of business by now. It's not easy finding new clients in the best of times. And no matter how good our reputation is, none of it matters if we can't actually win. At this rate, I'll have to stop calling myself the Blade Breaker.
In that case, can I interest you in a contract with the Leicester Federation?
You want to hire us?
I know we've been at each other's throats since before this Federation was even a thing. But you're mercenaries. You were only fighting to hold up your end of the deal with the Empire, right? And now that your employer is gone, you're free to serve whichever side you please. There's no dishonor in working for a new client.
Yeah, you should join us. I mean, by now we all know firsthand how strong you are. And sure, there might be some folks here and there who have reservations about you fighting on our side, but they'll definitely come around once they see how dependable you are.
What do you say? I doubt the Empire will have any jobs for us after all of this. No better time for a fresh start.
I agree. What about you, Alois? I know Leicester's another enemy of the Knights of Seiros.
I've already made my decision. I have sworn to follow this fine captain wherever he goes. If my old allies want to come grill me over a fire, I'll just have to make myself more obscure.
That's a good one.
If I don't slay my foes by the sword, I will do so by the joke.
Well, I guess that's that. Just tell us when we start. I'll go talk to the group and smooth things over. You two, stay here with the client.
Got it. Thanks.
Understood, Captain.
Glad to hear it. I guess we better tell the troops about our new friends here.
Captain, I can't believe we're going to be fighting together. This is so...
All right, let's just keep those tears in check, Leone. There's no need to make a scene.
Why is Leone crying?
Apparently, that mercenary captain trained her when she was a kid, but she hasn't seen him for years.
Oh? And you must be the famed Ashen Demon, yes? Allow me to welcome you to the Federation.
I'm so glad you're on our side now.
You know, now that I can see you up close, you really aren't that terrifying after all.
Would you mind demonstrating your power for me later? I'm curious to see if it's crest-related.
And hey, if you ever need a lifting buddy, you just let me know.
As you can see, we're thrilled to have you here. You know, it feels strange somehow. It's as if some part of me has been calling out to you this whole time.
I'm just happy to have another powerful ally on our team. Aren't you, Marianne?
Huh? Oh, yes. It's a pleasure to be working with you.
The pleasure's all ours. Isn't that right, kid?
It looks like everyone's happy to have them on board. I guess I had nothing to worry about after all. With all due apologies to Randolph's sister, I think it's time we moved on. Hey, wait a minute. Where'd my favorite mercenary go?
Sorry about all this, Arval. I know you've only been giving me your powers because you want me to beat the Ashen Demon.
Don't worry about it. It's for the best, right? For all my doomsaying, everything seems to be right as rain. Recruiting Gerald's mercenaries and the Ashen Demon was the right choice.
I hope you're right.
What's wrong? Feeling lost now that you don't have an enemy to chase around the countryside?
I'm not lost. I know exactly what I've got to do. Win this war. I'm gonna help Claude and my friends usher in a new age in Fodlan. Well, any snarky follow-up for that?
I suppose that's a fine goal. It's certainly worthy of the powers you command. If that's what you want, then I'll just have to help you achieve it. After all, I'm your partner in destiny. I'm here for you and you alone.
Golden Wildfire. The sword swings wide. Despite Flaish's attack, the Federation reaffirms their alliance with the Empire and finally begins their invasion of the kingdom. Seeing that Fargus is readying for battle, Claude plans for a short engagement. With a cunning scheme at the ready, his army trespasses into Fraldarius territory.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Sedith, we are grateful you could join us.
I would be remiss to ignore something that so clearly concerns the Church. We are here to discuss the latest developments in Leicester, correct?
Indeed. I think it's safe to say that Claude's reinvention of the region and collaboration with the Empire came as a complete shock to us all. Thus far, we have been able to dedicate our forces solely to the battle with the Empire in the west. But now we must dispatch troops to the east as well.
The Federation's military force is hardly significant. We shouldn't have to divert much attention from the Western Front.
I would not be so optimistic, not after what happened in ALL. If you recall, the Knights of Seros were completely wiped out.
Yes, it was a terrible loss. We didn't even have time to send reinforcements. It still pains me to think on what became of Catherine. We heard her unit encountered the Imperial Army, but the complete lack of survivors strikes me as suspicious.
I see. You believe the Federation may have had a hand in the matter.
Precisely. Furthermore, the territories of Burgundy, Seward, and Albany previously wished to defect to our side, but have since reversed their positions. Perhaps their sudden change of heart can be attributed to this incident as well.
If only we'd been able to welcome those houses to the kingdom, we would have a slightly stronger position in the east.
The Church initially acted as an intermediary with those houses, but I fear it would be too risky to continue now. I am sorry.
Considering their iffy loyalty, they wouldn't have been reliable anyway. If we'd taken them in, we'd just be regretting it now.
That may be true, but it is yet another card we are no longer able to play. Our options now are severely limited.
All we can do is hold the Western Front, and watch the Federation like a hawk to see what their next move will be.
I know we are not privy to the details of the pact between the Empire and the Federation, but would it be safe to assume that the followers of Seros in Leicester have abandoned the Central Church in favor of the Southern Church?
They've certainly severed ties with the Central Church, but it seems they have elevated the Eastern Church instead.
And the Empire allowed that?
They must have figured the war was turning against them and made that concession to secure Leicester's cooperation.
The Eastern Church. How is Fargus to survive? When we're beset by enemies to the east, west, and even north, I think it is time we devote ourselves to finding an answer to that question.
Well, we've managed to secure the immediate area. I'd say that makes our landing a success.
Clearly, the kingdom was not expecting our sudden appearance this far north.
They sure weren't. A certain somebody's suggestion to take the unexpected route was right on target.
Technically speaking, it was my suggestion.
I was just talking off the top of my head. I didn't think we'd actually be able to invade by sea.
Maybe it was off the top of your head, but I considered a myriad of options before arriving at that proposal.
And we have Nadir to thank for helping us make our sea dreams come true.
Oh, it was easy enough. All I had to do was secure an official order from the king. None of our merchants would dare disobey that.
You managed to convince the King of Elmira to sign off on this?
Convince isn't exactly the word I'd use. I merely placed the paperwork in front of him, at an early hour, when he might not have been fully awake.
You did what now?
It sounds to me like he had no idea what he was signing.
It's not as if it's a big deal. We just borrowed a few boats for a bit.
And let's not forget all the assistance Margrave Edmund gave us either.
That's right. Being able to use his ports certainly cut down the length of our voyage.
I'm glad my adoptive father was able to help.
Shortened though it was, I can't say my stomach enjoyed the trip.
Good to see you're all as relaxed as ever. But let's get back on task. Our plan's working so far, but we've still got a lot to do. I just hope our little invitation was accepted.
The Srang forces saw our movements just as we planned. They've been inspired to strike, and soon, I expect. It's possible they're already marching on Gautier territory.
If that's the case, then we can't afford to stand around talking about it. We'll head out as soon as we're ready. We'll make our way through Fraldaria's territory and strike Ferdiad, the kingdom's capital.
The Srang army aims to strike? But we just drove them back a few months ago.
The last incursion involved only a portion of their might. This may be the work of those who did not take part in the previous attack.
Fortunately, it would seem their forces are few in number. Even so, we can ill afford any interference with the Margrave's work.
It's been almost 14 years since King Lambert and I fought the Srang armies together. They have always been a warlike people. If they've learned that Fargus is in crisis, they would jump at the chance to take advantage of it.
So then the question is, who informed them of our current difficulties?
Are you in here, Boar? We've got a problem.
What is it, Felix?
The Federation army has invaded Fraldaria's territory. They're marching westward as we speak.
The Federation? But how? I thought our eastern border was sufficiently prepared.
They came by sea in giant ships and took over a port town on our eastern shore.
Since when does Leicester have a navy capable of transporting a full army?
That's what I'd like to know. But whatever the answer, they're here now.
No matter how big the ships, there are always limits to how large a seaborne invasion can be.
That's true, which means they'll want to avoid any unnecessary conflict. I would expect them to march directly west.
So they're going for the capital then. We need to stop them before they reach it. A job for the Shield of Fargus, if I've ever heard one. I'll go home and get ready to intercept them.
Your Majesty, I ask that you permit me leave to do the same. As the former lord of Fraldaria's territory, I cannot turn a blind eye to these interlopers.
Understood. I will send you some of my personal soldiers as reinforcements. Just promise me you'll both come back alive.
Hey, Nadir, you see that fortress over there? You think there's any way we could slip past it instead of trying to take it?
I wouldn't recommend it, kiddo. You know they'd just get us from behind if we tried.
Yeah, you're probably right. Come to think of it, what are you even doing here? I don't remember requesting extra muscle.
Ah, don't be like that. I gotta find a souvenir to bring back, since I borrowed all those ships.
What kind of souvenir are you hoping to find in Fargus?
In case it had escaped your notice, Nadir, the Federation army strictly forbids plundering enemy territory.
Is that so? Well, if I can't get any actual souvenirs, I'd better have some rip-roaring stories to share when I get home.
If we manage to topple Ferdiad, I can guarantee it'll be the rip-roaringest story you'll ever tell. But before we get there, I guess we'll need to do something about that fortress.
I'm sure the king is well aware by now that we're advancing towards Ferdiad. And you should know that the lord of this territory, Duke Fraldarius, is also called the Shield of Fargus.
Wait a second. Didn't one of our old classmates become the Duke of Fraldarius? You know, that one guy, Sylvain, I think.
It was Felix. There's also a chance his father, the former Duke, will be here as well.
And of course, there will be plenty of soldiers inside that fort. We will need to proceed with utmost caution.
I could practically hear your teeth chattering, Lawrence. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
I am perfectly capable of protecting myself, thank you. You just focus on your job and leave me to mine.
We need to be ready for anything here. We're going all out this time, folks, so spare no effort. A head-on assault would work as well as trying to break a boulder with our skulls. We can't exhaust our troops before we hit the capital. So we're going to blast open the gates and take them by storm before they have a chance to react. First, we'll need to secure the surrounding area to create a path to the gate for our combat engineers.
Okay, time to attack.
Now, charge and attack.
Now we should be able to proceed to the front gate without issue.
Excellent. Engineers, do your thing. Everyone else, guard them while they work.
The Federation is plotting something, but we'll put an end to that. It's time for our ambush.
I figured they wouldn't just sit back and watch. Defend our engineers at all costs. If the enemy gets too close, they won't be able to set everything up. We need to take down the surrounding enemies now.
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
Whatever their scheme is, we can't let them do it. Open the east and west gates, and clear away the enemy from the front.
The gates to the right and left have opened. All who are able, fight your way inside and run riot!
All right, take it down.
Now there should be fewer enemies targeting the engineers.
Talk about flashy! You blew that massive gate wide open!
That blast was everything I'd hoped it'd be. But it looks like there's another gate ahead.
I won't let you take another step into Fargus.
Is that Ash? I'd like to avoid killing him if we can.
I will fulfill my duty as a knight. Prepare yourself.
Ash, Dimitri wouldn't want you to die. If you care for him, you'll surrender.
Okay. I give up.
All right, we're gonna blast through the other gate. Protect the engineers.
I'm going out there. I don't have it in me to stand by and watch.
We cannot let them destroy another gate. Take out the engineers!
More enemies? We have to stop them.
I see no reason to spare invaders who forced their way into our home.
They're attacking the engineers. We have to help them.
We won't make it in time. Hurry!
Not much longer now. Defend the engineers!
Is that Felix? He's going after the engineers. Stop him!
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
Is this it?
We're safe now.
Splendid! We are able to invade the fortress. Now it is but a simple matter of overwhelming them with numerical superiority.
Reinforcements are on their way. Protect the Duke and Lord Rodrigue until they get here.
It's time to swoop in and take the stronghold. Advance!
It is an honor to die for Fargus.
Fool! What is the point if you don't survive the battle?
Lord Felix, I leave the rest to you.
Hear me! We will all make it through this and achieve victory together!
Yes, my lord.
We've cleared out most of them. Not much left to do now.
Our comrades have fought too bravely for us to stand idly by.
I'd hoped to hold out until reinforcements arrived, but they forced my hand. Time to dive into the fray.
Now, charge and attack.
I must heal him quickly.
This is nothing.
They're boxing me in. This doesn't bode well.
I'm raring to go.
Thanks. Sorry for the trouble. Now I can get back to the fight. Hey, don't try to show off, old man. If you're spent, just fall back.
Ha! It's nice to know you're concerned for me. You shall not take one more step towards Ferdiad.
I'm raring to go.
Thank you, I needed that. I'm fine now. Felix, are you all right?
Your concern is wasted. Do not underestimate me.
We allowed the priest to heal him. Now our battle will be prolonged.
Forgive me, people of Fraldarius. I have no choice but to retreat.
All right. We just need to take out one more general, and then we win.
I can't hold out much longer. I need to escape while I still can.
Great work, everyone. Time to celebrate our... Huh?
Elite soldiers of Gautier, advance! Crush the southern weaklings!
Kingdom reinforcements are here. If they want to fight, we're going to have to engage.
Rodrigue, retreat with the Duke. I have secured an escape route for you.
Leave the rest to me.
Matthias, you fool! Return to us alive. Promise me.
How long has it been since I've covered an escape? I've missed this rush.
Risking life and limb so your friends can escape? It's hard not to admire that famous Fargus chivalry.
What's the matter? Did you think Fargus's wall of ice would shatter so easily? I'm sorry, Rodrigue. Lambert and I will be waiting for you on the other side.
And that's another victory for us. Well done, everyone.
It would appear the Kingdom forces have withdrawn. I guess that means we've won.
Woohoo! All right! That was some tough opposition, but we've gotten pretty tough ourselves.
Really? Because it still feels like you're barely trying out there, Hilda.
Do you see how much I'm sweating? I don't think I could try harder even if I wanted to.
At this rate, we really will be able to mount an attack on Ferdiad.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me you thought Claude was lying.
No, it's just... I guess it's starting to feel real now. You know what I mean, right, Marianne?
Yes. Let's all do our best.
Claude? You don't seem all that happy about our win.
Did you see Margrave Gautier's last stand? He sacrificed himself so his allies could escape. Let me ask you something. What do you think about chivalry and the other knightly virtues?
Don't really have a strong opinion about it either way. It doesn't mesh with mercenary life, you know?
Huh. Fair enough. I can't say it speaks to me either. All the same, watching someone as famed and respected as Margrave Gautier die for the sake of others, it was something to behold. I admire how knights are willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends without any hesitation. I really do. But it occurred to me that so long as we're fighting the kingdom with its long tradition of knighthood, there are going to be a lot more sacrifices. It reminds me just how important it is that we end this war as quickly as possible. And once we do, we have to create a world where deaths like these are no longer necessary.
As honorable as that sounds, I was not aware that was our objective here.
Oh, we're still doing this to safeguard Leicester's future, and to free ourselves of the Church's antiquated customs. None of that's changed. But I believe that beyond all this fighting lies a future where lives will no longer have to be sacrificed. A world where everyone will be free to live however they choose.
People being able to live as they please. That certainly does sound amazing. It sounds like something worth risking our lives for.
If anyone can make it happen, Claude can. No. Wait, I take that back. All of us can.
Now that's a future worth believing in.
I'll believe in it too.
Well then, Your Majesty. Shall we press on?
You bet. Let's go end this war. We won't stop till we reach Ferdiad.
Listen well, Sylvain. You are to be the next Margrave Gautier. I expect you to stand in my stead against foreign threats, and to protect your king, your people, your friends, and your family. Which, of course, I failed to do. Forgive me, Sylvain. I know I was a terrible father.
So this is the part where you command me to succeed my father, right?
Yes. The Srang forces are growing bolder in response to the Federation's invasion. We dare not leave so important a position as the Margrave of Gautier vacant.
I respectfully accept, of course. I've been bracing for this since the moment my father departed. Ha! Me, the head of House Gautier. What will my brother say?
I doubt he will have much to say at all at this point. But we will send word to the western outposts nonetheless.
Sylvain, you have my deepest apologies. It was only because the Margrave sought to secure our escape that he...
Don't apologize. It would make my father's sacrifice meaningless. What he did wasn't for pride, house, or the kingdom. He gave his life to protect his friends. It was what he wanted to do. My father did whatever brought him the most satisfaction. That's how he lived his whole life. I promise you, he had no regrets. In fact, when he left the castle, he was beaming in a way I'd never seen before.
But if we'd only fought with a little more skill, the Margrave wouldn't have died at all.
We're at war, Felix. No matter how hard you fight, there are going to be times you just can't win. House Fraldarius fought well. The battle was so brutal that even Ash had to surrender.
Sylvain.
No. All of my hatred is reserved for these invaders. This foreign threat. They take everything from us and think nothing of it.
Golden Wildfire. Two kings. The Federation army moves through Fraldarius like lightning. It will not be long until they march on the capital city of Ferdiad. However, it is unclear how the Federation forces will be able to capture Ferdiad, let alone seize control of the entire kingdom. What is the true purpose of their invasion?
What is it, Arvel?
Perhaps you've forgotten by now, but think back to the battle at ALL. Amidst that blazing battlefield was a man named Myson assisting Fleisch. Do you remember him?
Yeah, now that you mention it. It had totally slipped my mind, what with all the excitement of Gerald's company joining us.
I have to say, your companions don't seem particularly concerned about the true nature of your powers. But have you yourself forgotten as well? About Tomas and what you witnessed at the monastery 3 years ago?
Huh. Yes, I did, yeah. I think I see what you're getting at, though. Tomas and Myson had similar powers, and they were probably working together. Which means maybe and maybe your power.
Is everyone here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you all.
Ferdiad is already in our sights. What exactly is there for us to talk about now?
Don't tell me you're calling off the attack.
No, of course not. This is actually something I've been mulling over for a while now. Let's say we win the next battle and manage to get the kingdom to surrender. What's next for Fodlan? We don't have the power to rule the kingdom, nor any interest in doing so.
I imagine we'd work out some sort of joint governance plan with the Empire, then negotiate the rest from there. Although, given the difference in power between us and the Empire, most of the kingdom's territory would likely go to them.
Exactly. And what would Edelgard's next project be? Leicester, making us a vassal of the Empire. The Empire takes control of us, and Fodlan's one big happy family again. I don't think that would come as a shock to anyone.
So, what are we gonna do about it?
We yank out the root of this conflict ourselves. We'll bring the war to an end on our own terms.
And by root, I assume you are referring to the Central Church?
I am. They're the one and only reason we're cooperating with the Empire, right? The Church wields their authority like some sort of righteous cudgel. The problem is, said authority was never theirs to begin with. They need to be stopped. That's the Empire's entire moral argument for this war. If they were to continue fighting after the Church is eliminated, it would be nothing more than blatant aggression.
But is it even possible to destroy the Central Church without conquering Fargus?
That's why we're going straight for the capital. Dimitri's going to answer that question for us.
Interesting. And what will he decide,
I guess he'll want the kingdom to become a vassal state of the Federation and...
Just stop. Honestly, you are beyond belief sometimes. Have we not gone over why that's impossible? Our actions will effectively force him to cut ties with the Church.
What I meant is, we're gonna make him cut ties with the Church?
Exactly.
But the King of Fargus made a commitment to the Central Church when he granted them sanctuary. Decisions of that nature are not so lightly reversed.
Of that I have no doubt. But if he refuses, this senseless war will only continue. The kingdom's lands will be ravaged, its people hurt or killed. I know Dimitri doesn't want that, and neither do we.
Ending this war with as few sacrifices as possible is something we should all be able to agree on.
And if you do the math and weigh which option involves the fewest casualties, the answer is quite obvious.
I see your point. It does sound like it would be worth trying to convince him.
But would they do something so dishonorable? Fargus places a high value on chivalry, after all.
I don't know. But it's not going to matter unless we can actually get in a position to ask.
Hilda's right. We'll have to deal with this after the next battle, and that's assuming we can defeat Dimitri and his army. As always, I'm counting on you all to get us there.
Your Majesty, the Federation army has reached the eastern outskirts of Ferdiad.
Already? They moved more swiftly than I anticipated. Clearly the snows of Fargus are not a reliable ally.
I was sure this attack would come at the same time as an offensive from the Imperial Army. But from all I've seen at our Western Front, that doesn't seem to be the case at all.
So the Federation army is trying to conquer our capital by themselves? They must think our military is totally incompetent.
Well, it is true that the majority of our forces have been divided. between the Western Front and the peacekeeping operations in the north. A situation most likely engineered by Claude himself.
Regardless, it is preposterous to think that an army of that size could capture every castle in Fargus. Even if they were to defeat us now, their victory would only win them the capital for a brief period of time.
True enough. The lords of Fargus would converge upon them and retake Ferdiad with ease.
Then that must be part of their plan. If they do not intend to hold the capital, there must be something else they seek to gain. Something that concerns the central church, perhaps.
That sounds about right. Maybe they're trying to curry favor with Edelgard by destroying the church before the Imperial army does.
Assuming that's true, it would suggest we could avoid a battle entirely if we turned our backs on the church.
But doing so would divide Fargus and lead to even more bloodshed. Is that not the conclusion we reached when this all began?
It was. And that's why we're still in this war today.
I understand what you mean. If our involvement needlessly spills even more blood, then our calculations were gravely mistaken. However, the Church has saved a great many people. People with no place to go, no home to call their own. The most optimal outcome would be to protect our people, our future, and the Church all at once. But if I must choose to sacrifice one of those things, the answer is clear. I will do what I must as the King of Fargus.
Your Majesty, we must act soon if we are to meet the Federation army. I await your orders.
I suppose we cannot act without first verifying Claude's true intentions. We must take the field. At the moment, we have no choice but to play the part Claude has written for us in this charade. Sylvain, don't let your enthusiasm get the better of you. If you find yourself too far ahead, fight your way back to us.
I don't know what you're talking about, Your Majesty. I've got a much cooler head than you think.
Rodrigue, send an envoy to Camulus and arrange for the evacuation of Lady Rhea and the others. And have the Knights of Seros who are stationed in the capital accompany her. Tell them they are to serve as her bodyguards.
Won't we need them to aid in the defense of Ferdiad?
For now, I'd like them as far away from here as possible.
Understood. If by some chance we do find cause to sever ties with the Church.
Speak no further, Rodrigue. Not yet. Right now, we fight to defend our capital. That is all.
Look there! The Kingdom armies come to greet us.
Not the friendliest welcoming party. Even from here, I can tell they're out for blood.
They must be trying to drive us back before we can surround the royal palace.
Works for me. It'll be easier to fight them out here in the open than if they'd holed up behind those walls.
Time to show what these muscles can do. I'll send a whole bunch of them flying!
These soldiers are being led by the king himself, so you can bet they're going to be strong. I can't wait to take them on.
We can't put our plan into action if we don't win this battle. Claude, it's time.
All right. Get ready, everyone. Let's see if a crushing defeat can get through Dimitri's thick skull.
Something wrong, Gerald? We're gonna miss all the action if we don't get going.
Huh? Oh, yeah. We're not entering the capital yet, right?
Nope. The Kingdom armies come to us, so we're gonna be fighting them outside the city.
Yeah, hey, you don't think Lady Rhea's in Ferdiad anymore, do you?
Can't imagine she would be. I mean, the church is operating out of a different city entirely. Never took you for a man of faith, though.
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. I've just got a past with Lady Rhea. One I don't want becoming my present. But that won't be a problem if we're fighting outside the city. Now, let's get out there and win this thing.
We need to take out the enemy commanders and secure the surrounding strongholds. Let's get the capital surrounded, folks. Remember, we're up against House Blathed's elite royal guard. Don't hold anything back.
How many years has it been since I was last in the capital? I would love to visit again sometime to continue my studies in magic.
We cannot allow the enemy to surround the capital. Take back the strongholds around the outskirts.
The enemy is already on the move. We must stop them from recapturing the strongholds.
We require reinforcements. Send our fastest horse to the lords of every territory.
All right, take it down.
There are so many historical buildings in Ferdiad. I wish I could visit them instead of lay siege to them.
Follow me, everyone. We will recapture the strongholds. Oh, but do not endanger yourself, Annette.
Ferdiad is our home. We'll protect it with everything we've got.
How nice of them to open the east and west strongholds for us. Take down the enemy generals and breach the walls from both sides.
I will not allow you to wreak havoc on Fargus a moment longer.
We took out that messenger.
I don't care who I have to face. I'm fighting for the safety of my people.
There are most likely other soldiers lying in wait. We would be wise to place a guard around the strongholds.
All right, keep those spots protected, friends.
We'll bring it down in no time.
Smash that stronghold into rubble!
They're closing in on Annette. I can handle things here. Go reinforce the west side.
The Kingdom army doesn't appear to be at full strength. They must have sent a lot of their troops to the Western Front and to Srang.
Like that would stop me. I guess I should listen to my father and not risk my life. I'm falling back.
Yes! We stopped them from joining up.
That takes care of one side. Now to take out the commander on the other side.
The situation has grown precarious. It will be difficult to recapture the strongholds now.
We'll bring it down in no time.
I can fight no longer. I must withdraw.
That's it! Now we can launch an assault from the east and the west.
I thought Deirdre was the biggest city ever, but this place is huge!
All the citizens within the castle walls have evacuated, correct? Then let us open the outer gate and engage the enemy inside.
You will go no farther.
That stronghold is a key part of the city's defense. If we take it, we've as good as won.
You won't have your way. Sylvain, now is your chance.
Guess it's finally time I got out there. You're dealing with me now.
Well played. We'll be like rats in a trap if they retake those strongholds. Deal with them quickly.
There might be other enemies hiding out beside Sylvain. Stay alert, everyone!
This stronghold must not fall. Send out the combat engineers. I have done all I can.
Excellent. Now we can pass through the gates.
Were they trying to reinforce the stronghold? I'm glad we stopped them.
House Gautier's duty is to protect Fargus from foreign threats. And that's exactly what I'm going to do.
We've got to stop Sylvain. Our strategy will be a bust if he takes back those strongholds.
You come here trampling people's homes and murdering their parents? I'm going to make you pay.
Look, I understand if you bear a grudge, but we're all risking our lives here.
I guess all the blood's rushing to my head. I've got to calm down and think this through. I'll get the dressing down of a lifetime if I don't come back in one piece.
We managed to drive him back. At least we avoided the worst-case scenario.
We've repelled most of the enemy commanders. Capture the remaining strongholds.
All right, take it down.
I fear I'll be unable to bring it down.
Perfect, we've got them surrounded. I wonder what they'll do now that a counteroffensive's off the table. Somehow, I sincerely doubt this will be enough to make Dmitri surrender.
Fall back, everyone. I will handle the rest. I will annihilate anyone who dares lay a finger on this city.
Whoa, that guy's gotta be the strongest warrior Fargus has to offer, right? Seems like a worthy opponent.
Dmitri, I've been waiting for you to show. I was hoping we could have a little chat.
First, you will receive your due punishment. I assume you were prepared to face the consequences when you decided to attack. Is everyone from Leicester so weak? You'll not take my head that easily.
Dmitri appears to have withdrawn. Does this mean we have succeeded in containing the Kingdom army?
I sure hope so. There'll be serious casualties on both sides if we have to go in for a direct attack.
I know. At least we've done a good job setting things up. Now we just have to finish surrounding...
Your Majesty, there's an emergency!
What is it? An attack from behind?
It's an urgent message from home.
You're ordering a full retreat after we've come this far?
We're one last push away from achieving our objective.
You think I don't know that? Listen, we've got an emergency on our hands. I hate this too, but Leicester is in grave danger. If we don't turn back now, we'll be too late to stop it.
Having to retreat right on the brink of victory. It's like our assault on Burgley's territory all over again.
Wait, too late to stop what exactly?
Lysithia, Ordelia territory is right at the center of the crisis. And it seems like things are already spreading from there.
What? But that's...
The Empire wouldn't attack us, and I can't imagine Elmira would either.
We do have other enemies, remember? I don't know why they're attacking the Federation, but that doesn't matter now. We have to fight back.
Other enemies? Could it be? No, it is too soon to speculate.
We have been forced to take refuge inside the palace, exactly as Claude wanted.
And now comes the siege. When do you think they'll send over an envoy? It'll be hilarious if it turns out they really do want to occupy the capital.
I seriously doubt that's what they want. But maybe we should send word to the Western Front, just in case?
That's not a bad idea. If we are willing to lose a little ground over there, we should be able to spare some troops. And perhaps it is time to alert the other lords of the kingdom as well.
I have a report, Your Majesty.
What is it? Has Claude sent his envoy?
No. The Federation army appears to have withdrawn.
Wait, what? There's no way they'd do that! They almost had the entire capital surrounded. All they had to do was keep fighting just a little longer.
Their camps are already deserted. They seem to have left for the port in Fraldarius.
Their retreat appears to have been a hasty one. They abandoned quite a significant amount of supplies at their camps.
So what's their game? Are they trying to make us think they've pulled out so they can lure us into a trap?
They were already in a position to win without such artifice. I haven't the slightest idea what this is meant to accomplish. Something must have happened in Leicester. That is the only reasonable explanation.
Golden Wildfire. Darkness attacks. After securing an initial victory at Ferdiad, Claude prepares to negotiate with Dmitri. But then word of an alarming crisis back home forces the Federation army to retreat. The glimmer of hope that the war was nearing its end has been snuffed out by those who seek to spread chaos and destruction throughout Fodlan.
We made good time coming this far, but we should slow our march. We're coming up on the affected region. You've probably all heard what's happening by now, but I want to make sure everyone's on the same page. Several days ago, there was a sudden spike in bandit activity within Ordelia territory and the neighboring Imperial territory of Hrim. The bandits have attacked rural villages and larger towns alike, ransacking them repeatedly.
House Ordelia fought to restore order, but the attacks have increased to the point where we can no longer contain them.
These territories were completely secure before we launched our invasion. How did things change so quickly?
We don't know what's motivating the attacks, but survivors claim to have spotted some suspicious figures working alongside the bandits.
You mean people like Tomas and Myson?
Exactly. I've actually received some confidential information from Edelgard about them. Those who slither in the dark. At least that's what the Empire calls them. They can shapeshift, they command dangerous powers, and they influence events in mysterious ways. In short, they bring chaos to Fodlan.
I was under the impression that the Empire found their hideout and purged them all.
Yeah, well, some of them escaped. Lord Arundel, their leader, seemingly up and vanished. And no one's caught so much as a glimpse of Tomas since he fled from Garreg Mach.
In light of the circumstances, I am afraid I must ask, do you know anything about this?
Sorry, not a clue. Honestly, I'd like to interrogate them myself. See if there's any connection between us.
Yes, I am sure you would. Forgive me, it was a boorish question.
But there's no way you have anything to do with them, right?
Well, your powers are similar. Maybe we'll find out more in the battles ahead.
It's entirely possible that you came into contact with them when you were still too young to remember.
Yeah, maybe. Guess I should take this opportunity to learn what I can.
I know we're all dying to find out what their endgame is, but restoring order comes first. The flames of unrest are already catching in neighboring regions. We'll have a full-blown catastrophe on our hands if we ignore it. This is why we had to abandon our battle with the kingdom. We need to stomp this out, and fast.
For all you know, you could be a part of those who slither in the dark. It's entirely within the realm of possibility. And yet, not a single one of them seems to be considering that. Just look how much they trust you.
We've dealt with bandits before, but this is worse than anything I could have imagined.
Indeed. The damage done to the larger towns was upsetting enough, but the horrors unleashed upon some of the villages borders on the unspeakable.
We saw entire fields trampled and destroyed. Whole villages burned to their foundations.
Attacking innocent civilians like that. It's inhuman.
How could anyone be so cruel? To torment people like this and then walk away laughing. It's horrible.
I'm convinced that those who slither in the dark are behind this, pulling the strings. It makes perfect sense, seeing as they already know Ordelia territory so well.
What do you mean?
Many years ago, the Empire accused House Ordelia of participating in the Hrim Rebellion. This was just an excuse to begin meddling in our affairs. During that time, they sent a group of strange mages into Ordelia territory. Everything about them felt wrong, from the way they looked to the powers they possessed. It was clear they weren't regular people.
Are you saying they were really those who slither in the dark?
I believe so, now that I look back on it, though it's not exactly a memory I care to relive.
And now they've wormed their way into Ordelia and Hrim territories again. This is just a guess, but their base of operations could be somewhere near here. Do you remember ever having lived in this area?
Yeah. My mom and I spent a few years in a mountain village somewhere in Ordelia territory. But she wasn't born there, and I don't know where she lived before that.
There could be a connection there. Or maybe it's nothing. Either way, dealing with them needs to be our top priority. We gave them this opening. They never would have been able to take advantage of us like this if we hadn't been at war. Just another reason why we have to end this conflict as quickly as possible. We have to ensure nothing like this ever happens again.
Everyone, the Middle Frank Opera Company is at the town up the road. We have to get there quick!
Wow, really? I never imagined they'd come all this way.
Wait a minute. What are they doing here? Don't they have their own opera house in the Imperial capital?
Apparently, they came to put on some shows after you signed that pact, like as a token of friendship between the Empire and Leicester. But now, the performers and their guards have volunteered to fight the bandits. They're working together with the local soldiers to protect the town.
You're telling me that a bunch of Imperial opera singers just up and decided to fight for the Federation?
Well, the Middle Frank Opera Company does have quite a few passionate supporters, though it's likely more accurate to call them obsessed fans who go wild for their superstar divas. I'd bet those fans are more than willing to go out and play soldier themselves as well.
I had no idea the opera could get people so worked up. But they're not going to be able to handle these bandits.
I heard they're fighting as best they can, but the battle's not going their way. Please, Your Majesty, we have to save them.
Yeah, Your Claudeness. I want to help those opera folks too. My sister's going to be so excited when I tell her I met them.
What are you all being so formal for? Oh, I get it. This is all about meeting those famous singers. I swear, no matter how grim things get, you never let it get to you, huh? Not that it's a bad thing. All right, I guess we're gonna go beat down some bandits. Better not keep those divas waiting. Rescuing the townspeople is our top priority, and we need to help the volunteer soldiers too. Also, if you see any suspicious types lurking among the bandits, they might be those who slither in the dark. Be careful.
How many of these ruffians are there? I can't protect everyone forever.
Is that Professor Hanneman? We have to save him!
The evacuees are gathering here. On my honor as a noble, I will protect them.
All right, let's take him by storm.
All right, take it down.
Is anyone there? We need help!
I heard a voice crying out for help. What good are nobles if they do not aid the common folk?
Thank you. That was too close.
Ah, so you've come to my rescue. Thank you. Things were getting a bit out of hand. Well, that was certainly close. I am much obliged for your assistance. Have you seen Manuela? She dashed off in pursuit of the bandit leader.
Who are you? Why are you chasing me?
I'm not going to let you steal from such vulnerable people. Stop, thief!
Professor Manuela's going after their leader. We gotta help her.
Please, lend us a hand. The opera troupe can't hold out much longer.
Dorothea, wait right there. I will not allow those vile criminals to lay a hand on you. Splendid. We have saved everyone.
Carry the loot to safety and be quick about it.
Stop right there. I'll never abide stealing from innocent people.
Tear their leader limb from limb. Oh my, I'm so sorry. I don't know what came over me there.
Woohoo! We got the stuff back. Serves you right.
The double I planted turned out to be a stroke of genius. Now to take my leave while the taking is still good.
Is he the real one? Don't let him get away!
I think you've got a handle on everything here. I'll go tend to the injured.
Open up! Open up, I say! This is not what we agreed to, so open up right now!
Did his comrades abandon him? Then he got what he deserved. Finish him off!
We could get across if we lowered the drawbridge.
Wait, I'm just a passing merchant. I'm not... Well, it was worth a try. I should have stayed a merchant. The money came easier.
Hey, I think I remember him. He's a merchant who used to visit Garreg Mach.
Please, someone help me!
Kill that man, and strip his bones of whatever you can find.
The south side of town is damaged as well. Let's get over there at once. There's still some people who've been left behind. We have to rescue them.
Yes, we must help before it is too late.
Somebody help. Please, don't leave me behind.
There's no way this guy's their ringleader. Now where could those pesky slitherers be? And now we've got a demonic beast on our hands. The fun never stops, does it?
The town cannot sustain any more damage. Take the beast down!
I owe you my life. Thank you.
I'm so glad they're all right.
I don't feel so good. Was the enemy's weapon poisoned?
Dorothea's been poisoned? That isn't good. We need to get her to the evacuee shelter on the double.
Attack! Give them no quarter!
There's a drawbridge on the eastern side. Let's use that to help Dorothea escape.
Thank you. I'm sorry for causing so much trouble.
My word, it seems Claude was right to be concerned. Our attacks look to be effective. Keep it up.
It hurts. This might be curtains for me. I survived. Thank you. I won't forget the debt I owe you all.
If you want to repay us, you'll need to heal up first. We'll talk more once we've taken care of the bandits.
This is a rather rare poison. But don't worry, Dorothea. You're in good hands.
We've managed to fell the beast. And it looks like the town scraped by as well.
I should have known these thugs would serve as little more than bait. My name is Solon, and I am the savior of this beast-infested world.
There they are.
Looks like they've finally slithered into the light. Those are the masterminds. Kill them all!
Fresh enemy soldiers are attacking the shelter.
Aha! So they've come. I swear on the pride of Leicester, I will defend this place.
Bring it down!
Okay, we took care of that bizarre wall. Now all that's left is to put an end to Solon. Phew. Did we manage to drive him off?
I will brook no interference from beasts.